A numb night. Early dawn, it was ghost quiet except for the burbling of an empty boat at the edge, swaying back and forth with the crest and trough of the waves of the monstrous ocean. Darlena was witnessing the same event occur again and again, as if she was trapped in an infinite loop and was tired of finding her way out. Her oversized rug-like dress, with ribbed ends, blended perfectly with the grey sand she was sleeping on. Perhaps even the gaggle that was flying across noticed only her pale face, surrounded by her dark black hair. Darlena was laying still, surrounded by the pebbles, empty seashells, and the smell of salty water, but nothing bothered her. Her eyes blinked every 30 seconds or so. At some moments, she exhaled deeply with a wheeze, as if she was letting all the toxins in her body out of her nostrils. She spent hours under that coconut tree. It was not unusual. Sometimes she used to spend even an entire day like that until her elder sister came to call her for dinner. It was one of those days. Her stomach was growling so loud that it felt like the intestines in her body were curling up. It was as if she was numb to the surrounding. She did not even notice the sun that was half set already. Eventually, the ocean swallowed the sun and the geese reached home. Every wave brought more stars in the sky, and Darlena seemed long lost in her own mind. Gentle breeze used to blow my hair as I ran away from Mom and Dad. They never caught me, even though they could. They always made it seem like I was running faster. The sand, I remember, had color, yellow somewhere, and footmarks of Julie, Mom, and Dad, and I could identify it so easily. Julie says that it has been 5 years since she started to come to pick me up for dinner, but little does she know, I haven't moved on a single moment after that incident. I relive the hurricane every single day. I see Mom and Dad here playing with us, and happiness overshadows the pain of losing them. It is so much easier to pretend their presence than to accept the truth of their absence. Darlena's thoughts were not in a rush, but they were always coming back, just like those waves. It was already 8 p.m. on an October night, and Julie was on her way back from the grocery store. I hope Darlena is home by now. It's freezing outside, oh God. Julie muttered to herself and glanced at her watch once. She rubbed the window of the bus with the gloves still on her hand and peeked outside. 2 more minutes. She hurriedly ran to open the door of the house as soon as she got out of the bus. Finally some warmth. As she hung her coat and turned on the coffee machine, Julie shouted, "Darlena, you want coffee? I'm back from grocery shopping. I'm going to make your favorite soup. I know you haven't eaten since yesterday." I hope this girl is not kidding me. "Darlena! Lena! Can you hear me?" Julie shouted again, holding the stair wall, looking up towards Darlena's room. She waited for an answer for some time as she got comfortable, but the silence persisted. It has been 5 years. She's 15 now. In a few years, it is time for college. I do not understand why this girl is so careless. I should probably stop caring too much now. But how can I stop? She is my only family and my little sister after all. Julie murmured to herself and walked inside Darlena's room. It was all empty. She checked the bathroom and found it empty too. Julie did not need another hint. In a breath, she grabbed her coat and called a taxi. "To the beach, sir. Please, can you make it quick? I would be grateful," Julie said in a breath. "Depends on the traffic, ma'am." It was almost midnight. Darlena's cheeks were apple red due to the cold air hitting the cracks of her skin. It was a step away from bleeding. Mom, Dad, I have missed you so much. Why did you leave me? Darlena cried happy tears as she got the illusion of her mom and dad in the beach. Even though deep down she knew that it was just an illusion, she did not stop to pretend. I will run around the beach as Mom and Dad come after me. This time I know they are just pretending to catch me, so I'll pretend to trip down, Darlena thought to herself. Ah, my leg, she shouted. In her imagination, her parents went to her running hastily. Her mom held her in her arms and told her that it was going to be okay as she tried to remove Darlena's hand from her knee to see if she had any wound. I tricked you, I laughed, and they breathed a sigh of relief. They both hugged me, and suddenly, even in the icy weather, I feel so warm, as if I'm sitting by a fire. Darlena's mind did not stop playing happy stories, which she was enjoying like a little child enjoying a candy. Finally, Julie reached the beach. Keep the change! She rushed to the usual place where Darlena used to sit. She looked around for Darlena, and at the same time Darlena's eyes caught the sight of Julie. She realized that she had made Darlena worried and had troubled her once again. Oh no, I completely forgot about Julie. Mom, Dad, Julie's here. Come, let's go. You never say hi to Julie. She misses you too, you know. Darlena mumbled in the air. For the first time in forever, she felt sorry for making Julie run places to take care of her. Julie! Lee! I'm here! I waved my hands. Darlena yelled. She looked sad, and she did not even look at me, Darlena wondered to herself. She walked near Julie. Julie acted as if Darlena was invisible to her. She ran towards the spot where Darlena was lying all day and cried. No, 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 Darlena, wake up! Lena, you have to wake up! Julie cried, with tears flooding her eyes. I look back and I see Mom and Dad. Never before did they stay so long, Darlena thought to herself and washed her face with the salty water and checked again. But her parents were still there with her. They went to her and hugged her without a word. Darlena watched Julie cry her heart out. She could feel her pain. She wanted to stop her and tell her, I'm fine. But Julie was holding a body while Darlena stood right by her, calling her. She has dead pulse. I reached there at 11:45 p.m. Julie tried to explain to the police in her broken voice. We were there with you always, and we will be there with Julie always, Darlena's mom whispered in her ears.